everyone, this is Tasia from Chiron Divine Readings, and this weekend I have a love reading for you. So, as always, I have a pick a card, 3 options for you to choose from, and I want you to select the pile that is speaking to you to most. Select the pile that you feel like has a message for you, okay? So before you do so, let's take a deep breath. And then select your pile. So over here, we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3, okay? And then come on over to see your reading and see what Spirit has in store for you in terms of your love life, okay? And then look down below in the description box to find the timestamp for your reading, okay? Okay, pile number 1, this is your reading. So, first card we have here is Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So what I'm getting is that perhaps this summer there's going to be someone new coming in, someone that makes you feel that lighthearted energy, someone that you can maybe flirt with. Not anything too serious, but just something to have a little bit of fun with. And so Spirit just wants you to keep that in mind and keep it light. You know, don't get too bogged down in terms of where things are going and, you know, how long this is going to last. Just enjoy it for what it is, even if it's just a little summer romance, okay? So let's see what additional messages we have for you. So we have growth and frustration. So what I feel like is happening is that this new person coming in is really meant to help you grow. It's meant to challenge you in terms of how you previously have looked at love. Maybe you have taken things too seriously. Maybe you have been too focused on where things are going and, you know, how long the relationship has been going. And this new person coming in is an opportunity for you to just sort of let go of that and really try to focus on what's happening in the moment, being present in the relationship and not getting so caught up in what may happen 2, 3, 4, 5 months from now, okay? And I think it's really helping you to work through some of the challenges that you may have had in the past related to relationships. Like maybe you had put so much emphasis on where things are going that you didn't necessarily realize that the relationship wasn't a good fit. You know, when I look at this frustration card, I see the square peg in a round hole. It's like, you know, maybe you've had some frustrations in the past because of where you focused your attention. And so right now, Spirit is saying, don't worry about that. Just try to enjoy things for where they are, flirt, have a little bit of fun, but don't worry about where things are going. Okay, pile number 1. So I'm going to pull one of these affirmation cards, and this one seems to be speaking to me. So, I release my need to be perfect, and I center into my commitment to serve the world, more love. So, I think this first part of, you know, releasing the need for things to be perfect, like, don't worry about the relationship being perfect. Don't worry about you being perfect in the relationship. Just really focus on what it is that you are contributing to the relationship and what it is the other person is contributing so that you can really see it for what it is. Okay, pile number 1. Okay, pile number 2, this is your reading. So when I was shuffling, quite a few love angel cards jumped out. So we're going to go through each of them. So the first one being pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Interesting. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And last but not least, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So what I'm getting is that maybe you're in a new relationship or in an existing relationship, pile number 2, and there may be some things that you're noticing about the relationship that you're just unsure about, and perhaps you're unsure about where to take things or how to even address these things that you're noticing. And so what Spirit is encouraging you to do is, 1, acknowledge these things that are coming to mind. Perhaps they are red flags. Maybe they're things that you've sort of been questioning, like, is this really happening, or is this normal? Like, if that's the case, this is something that you really need to pay attention to. And if you feel comfortable, have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person that you have this connection with. Ask them, hey, what's going on here? Or ask for clarity, or just try to open things up so that you can have an honest conversation about what you're noticing and see how they respond. And then if it's a situation where you feel like you can't talk to them, then seek out the help of your friends, get their insight, and really reach out to those friends that are going to give you the honest truth, not the ones who are going to tell you what they think you want to hear, because that's not going to help you in this situation. So asking your friends for help in this situation and just getting their input on how they would see things if they were in your shoes. And then last but not least, however you decide to proceed, make sure that you're putting yourself first. Make sure that you're loving yourself first. If you feel like things are not going well with this person, then choose your own peace and leave the relationship. If you feel like this person isn't understanding you, or if you feel like you're unsure about where things are going, make sure that whatever it is that you do puts you in a position to feel respected and valued and appreciated. Because again, as the card suggested, when you have that respect for yourself, you are more attractive. You have that greater confidence. And so no matter what's happening, don't allow this person to question your sanity. Don't allow this person to make you feel less than. Really seeing this as an opportunity for you to find yourself in this relationship. All right, so let's get some additional messages. So we have protection and abundance. So going back to the red flags, if these are things that you're noticing, making sure you're doing whatever you need to do to protect yourself from any negativity, anything that is not desired as it pertains to your relationship, and doing what makes you feel most secure. In terms of abundance, just recognizing that you have an abundance of love within you and around you. So even if things don't necessarily work out with this person, you are still loved, whether it be the love that you have for yourself or the love that your friends have for you. Understand that love is abundant and it is all around you. So you don't necessarily have to rely on this person to give you the love that you desire. Okay, pile number 2. So I'm going to pull one of these affirmation cards, and this one seems to be speaking to me. I allow people to witness their behavior so I can help them move beyond it. So, again, if it's a situation where you don't necessarily agree with the behavior of this love interest, then helping them to see that and choosing to go your separate ways, or helping them to see that and trying to work with them to improve it. But don't feel like you have to be in a situation where you're stuck. Okay, pile number 2. Okay, pile number 3, this is your reading. So we have 2 love angel cards. The first one being honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So what I'm getting from this is that there are some family issues that need to be healed. Perhaps you're in a committed relationships, or maybe you're even married, and there's some turmoil. There is some friction within the relationship that needs to be resolved. And this could be related to a past issue. So whether that be in your past relationships, like things you saw with your parents or with other kind of family issues. Maybe there are some issues around trust that seem to be seeping into your current relationship. And now is the time to really focus on healing that so that you can get to this honeymoon phase, so that you can return to that honeymoon phase if you feel like you've sort of gotten away from it. When you take the time to heal these issues, you're, one, acknowledging the significance of the relationship, and two, by making a conscious effort to heal those wounds, you're showing your commitment to the other person. You're letting them know that you still care enough to even participate in any kind of healing. So if that is your intention, if you do care about this person and you want to continue to have a relationship with them, invest the time. Heal whatever wound is currently lingering in your relationship so that you can get to this happy place of being joyful, enjoying each other's time together, and really going back to that newness that you maybe first had at the beginning of your relationship, okay? So for some additional messages, so we have trust and sweetness. So bringing a little bit more sweetness to your relationship, and I think that is very fitting in terms of the honeymoon card here. Maybe you just need to be reminded of that sweetness, or maybe you need to remind them of the sweetness that once existed in your relationship. But before you can do so, there needs to be a rebuilding of some trust, right? If there was any indiscretion within the relationship, spending the time to reestablish trust. And it's interesting, like seeing the little heart here in the middle. It's like once you sort of work through that, you're able to return to that sweetness. So do whatever you can to try to heal and repair the trust within this relationship so that you can get back to what you once had, okay? So I'm going to pull one of these affirmation cards before we close out. And so this card seems to be speaking to me. So, to truly flourish is to release all the tension that holds me back from letting love pour through me. Very, very fitting. So, as part of this healing, let go of the tension that seems to be getting in the way of you getting to this place of sweetness. And sometimes that may take some time, and it may take some therapy, and it may take doing multiple things to reestablish that trust. But while you're doing so, just recognizing that you really have to release whatever it is that you're currently holding in, or that person has to release whatever they're currently holding in order for love to come through again. Okay, pile number 3. All right, so that's it for this weekend's reading. I hope that one of these readings resonated with you. And if so, please be sure to like and share this reading, as well as subscribe to my channel. Okay? Thank you and have a great weekend.